Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ashiqin, an Associate Children and Teens Librarian from the National Library Board. Today, I will be sharing more about our services and initiatives. Here are the items that will be covered. Firstly, I will be explaining more on the types of outreaches that we conduct under Read at School. Read at School is a collaboration between NLB and MOE that started in 2012, where schools are offered a suite of reading activities that are either do-it-yourself or DIY, or conducted by librarians themselves. We aim to reach out and nurture every student to become a reader by promoting lifelong reading. We work closely with teachers to ensure that they are supported with resources to become reading role models for their students. Ultimately, the partnership between students, teachers, and librarians will promote a positive reading culture in schools and beyond. There are three main outreach activities which we conduct. Firstly, we have books to go or a mass borrowing session. We understand that there might be some limitations to visiting the public library, and in order to increase the students' accessibility to reading materials, we bring our books over to the schools for them to browse and borrow. Secondly, we also conduct storytelling sessions for P1 and P2 students, where they are introduced to different picture books, allowing them to immerse in the stories. Lastly, we conduct book bus sessions for students from P3 to P6 and Sec 1 to Sec 5, where our librarians pique the students' interest in different genres and titles during assembly sessions. By reaching out physically to the students during these outreaches, librarians build rapport and gradually introduce the love of reading to them. These sessions have been suspended since February 2020 due to COVID, and we will resume them when it is safe to do so. Apart from conducting outreaches, we also curate reading lists, which students can refer to for book recommendations. We partner with MOE to ensure our suggested reads are in line with topics that students learn in school, such as stellar themes and instruction materials. This ensures our reading lists remain relevant to the topics that they have been exposed to and builds upon it by introducing them to related books to stretch their reading appetite. This list can be downloaded on Discovery's website, and hard copies will be distributed to all schools in January 2021. We also offer DIY activities in the form of collaterals for teachers to conduct in class. The reading interest profile is one such activity where children and teens can identify their preferred genres through a fun quiz that is also available online. Through the results generated upon completing the quiz, students are presented with several book recommendations most suited based on their preference. Next up, we offer Pop Reads as well. Pop Reads is a Twinkle activity sheet that allows students to explore how stories relate to the world around them through discussions and bite-sized activities. It is available for all levels from primary 1 to secondary 5. Physical copies of Pop Reads will also be made available in October upon request. Following that, we have Read, Swap, Share. Through this activity, students will be able to swap the books that they have read with their peers and share fun tidbits with each other based on the prompts given. Interesting book-related conversations will then ensue. The Information Literacy Toolkit is both educational and engaging. The kit introduces students to information literacy by teaching them how to discern fake news from reliable resources. This is especially important in today's age of digital media consumption. DIY Read at Community is where organizations such as schools can borrow reading materials in bulk. This ensures that students can continue having access to books beyond the mass borrowing session. Apart from reaching out to schools, we also hope to encourage children and teens to visit the public libraries. I will share more about some of our initiatives. BookBucks is an example of gamification of reading, and two successful series were released in 2016 and 2018. Borrowing the concept from popular card games, a deck of cards representing different bucks are up for collection, and children can redeem these cards after borrowing a certain number of books. Thus, reading becomes associated with the fun aspect of the game. where the bugs are based on actual fictional characters, enhancing the reading element. A new mother tongue language edition is slated for release in 2021. Next, we have Monsters United, a quartet of lovable monsters that aim to enhance the reading experience for children through unique branding and development of sustainable library programs. Rooktoberfest invites children aged 7 and above and their families to take part in a month-long spooky celebration online. Our virtual festival offers a host of curated content released throughout October on Public Library Singapore Facebook page. These include storytelling and craft videos, fun facts, jokes, book recommendations, games, puzzles, and more. We also recognize that beyond fiction, interest in non-fiction, especially STEAM, is growing. Motor skills, problem solving, and creativity are all important for children in the 21st century. Hence, the Tinker Truck at Library at Harbourfront provides a dedicated space for children to engage in activities that build up their interest in STEAM. All in all, the Tinker Truck helps to promote family bonding, where parent and child can play together as well as interact with other peers. The dedicated Tinker Truck space over at Library at Harbourfront is complemented by Tinker Truck worksheets. These worksheets are suitable for children from the ages of 3 to 9 years and are designed to promote self-learning and creativity through means of tinkering and problem solving. The printables are also available on our Discovery website. The Tinker Truck is situated at Library at Harbourfront, which might not be accessible to all. As such, the Tinker Trolley was created as a mini mobile version of Tinker Truck, moving from one library to another. Children from all around Singapore can get the opportunity to tinker around with DIY worksheets and building and construction sets. The Tinker Trolley helps us to increase our reach and benefit more children. As STEAM is increasingly relevant, we have extended this focus to tweens aged 10 to 14 years under the Twinkerama banner. Many experiential learning opportunities are provided, which reinforce libraries as a source of reading and learning. Workshops are sometimes conducted through school holidays, and it introduces tweens to topics such as coding, mobile photography, and augmented reality. Tweens are able to sign up for the workshops that they are interested in. The Tween STEAM Lab feature booths by partners such as WWF and NParks. They introduce short activities for participants to learn and increase their exposure to STEAM-related topics such as pollution, wildlife conservation, DNA, and more. Across our public libraries, we have pop-up tinkering stations where participants can problem solve and tinker with the DIY activities provided. There's also the Twinkerama Lab Mag, which is a STEAM-themed magazine that dives into various topics and show how STEAM can be applied everywhere. Articles and simple DIY activities are also included in the booklet. To expand their reading horizons, there are non-fiction book recommendations for each STEAM area. For teens aged 15 to 17, the Teens Takeover initiative was introduced to make the library an attractive place for reading and interacting with peers. Teens Only is a pop-up space at different libraries for them to hang out and learn from short expert talks on buzzing topics. There are also other programs in store for teens, so do look out for more details soon. Apart from services and initiatives reaching out to the general public, we also train students who love reading to spread this love among their peers, and it is done through the Junior and Teen Reading Ambassador program. These ambassadors are trained for dramatization, storytelling, and public speaking, and get opportunities to showcase their talents at various platforms in and outside of the library. For example, storytelling at McDonald's and emceeing at the Asian Festival of Children's Content. The next recruitment call will be in 2022. Wonder Read is an initiative to promote reading to children from lower income households. We have three different Wonder Read programs. First, Wonder Read at Home, a quarterly delivery of pre-loved books to individual children. Secondly, Wonder Read Lit, a startup collection of up to 200 pre-loved books for organizations to start a reading corner at their premises. And lastly, Wonder Read DIY, a selection of DIY classroom activities ranging from quizzes to help the children identify their reading interests to book-related hands-on activities and discussions for the organizations to run in a small classroom setting. With such a wide array of services and resources, we hope for the public to be able to access them easily. Hence, we have put up our content, resources, and information on the Discovery's website. It serves not just the students, but also parents and teachers. Teachers may find printable PDF versions of various resources to fit each individual need, as well as fun videos and quizzes. You may scan the QR code to access the site or type in the address into your browser. We also work closely with parents and teachers as we understand that the reading journey is a partnership. To help parents, we have the Parents Welcome Kit publication that share reading tips, activities, and related topics to nurture their children to become lifelong readers. We also conduct Raising Readers workshops for parents in schools. For teachers, we hold an annual information session to promote our programs, which they can take on for their schools. Teachers are encouraged to present on initiatives that they have taken on to spread the reading culture among their students. And the info session is one such platform where they can share best practices. This year, we are reaching out to educators virtually on YouTube. All presentations were pre-recorded, allowing teachers to watch at their own time. For school librarians, we provide resource kits on how to make the school library more engaging and welcoming for their students through improving both the physical space and the services, as well as activities they can offer to their students. We launched Storytime with our librarians as part of the Digital Storytelling Project. It is an ongoing series of storytelling videos posted on Facebook. The videos were created by our librarians with the aim of reaching out to both our usual library patrons who could no longer attend live storytelling sessions in the library due to the circuit breaker measures, and audiences who may have found it daunting to attend the sessions in the first place due to accessibility issues or physical constraints. As of July 2020, there are a total of 54 videos in all 4 languages. Next, we have the Holiday Special Series, which features our librarians conducting short art and crafts guides inspired by various stories. The videos were posted during the school holidays in May this year and were meant to reach out to children who had to spend their holiday at home because of circuit breaker measures. These are available on the Public Library's Facebook channel, which can be shown in full. Do check in with your Read at School librarian for more details. As mentioned earlier, Discovery contain all our resources and content. With the circuit breaker, we have produced more stay-home activities that support home-based learning, such as DIY printables, discussion worksheets, and other activities. These activities can be downloaded free of charge. In this series dedicated to parents, Stay Curious with Your Child features various activity suggestions for parents looking to engage their children at home. Some activities include doing yoga or high-intensity interval training workouts with their children, or simply doing paper crafts together. New content will be out during the November to December school holidays. For teens, our Teen Things series features bite-sized activities that they can participate in to challenge themselves or share with their friends. The activities include learning how to cook pasta and DIY home decor, which hopefully help to inspire their creativity. To reach out to our target audience, we promoted the series through weekly IG stories on the Public Library's Instagram account. New content will be out during the November to December school holidays. Lastly, our e-book collection for children and teens can be found on the Discovery's website or on Overdrive and Libby. Our librarians have continued to curate our digital collection in place of the physical collection. The digital collections feature teen reads classified under popular topics such as tearjerkers and heartbreakers. These are the content and services that the librarians have pushed out to promote lifelong reading among children and teens through means of creating and nurturing a reading culture in individuals, at homes, and in schools. We hope you have benefited from this sharing. Thank you.